What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Rennie back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different than my normal content. This is more of a passion project, so I'm gonna be rating SoFaygo's albums and EPs from my least liked projects to my most liked projects. But yeah, like I said, this is more of a passion video. This is really fucking random. If you look at my previous videos and shit from when I started YouTube to now, it's kind of just been like, personal storytelling videos and kind of just like general life advice, kind of just yapping, just me talking about random shit. And this is what this video is, honestly. SoFaygo is probably one of my biggest listened to artists in the past 5 or 6 years. So I'm just like, you know what, let me do something a little bit different with my content and make a video about his music and shit, because I really fuck with his music. I've been fucking with his music for a long time. But anyways, yes, and I also want to clarify that I love all of SoFaygo's music. So this isn't necessarily like, oh, the songs and the EPs or whatever, the albums and the EPs that I don't like, oh, it's just like, or that I don't like as much. It doesn't mean that they're bad. I personally don't think SoFaygo has any bad music, in my personal opinion. But again, I'm just gonna be rating these from my least liked to my most liked. And I do have some controversial takes, not everybody's gonna fuck with this shit, so we'll see. I mean, I do have pretty general opinions. I'm not gonna have too much crazy things, but I feel like I have some that some people might not be fans of. Okay, but continuing on, so I'm going to be ranking every album and EP for I'm using 3 criteria. So I'm gonna be rating it based on replay value, based on the mood and vibe, and personal impact and enjoyment. And I'm going to be rating these things out of 10. So, all right. So I am going to start off now in decent tier. Obviously, make my way up decent. We got decent, great, amazing, and golden, obviously. All right. So starting off with number 1, we got For All My Dogs and the Extra, the little mini EP. I'm going to be putting this at decent. So the reason is, I'm not going to lie, this song, or this EP, it's only 2 songs. It's Extra and For All My Dogs. For replay value, I'm putting this at a 3 out of 10. Mood and vibe, 5 out of 10. It's kind of like, it's just all right. And the impact, I'm gonna say 4 out of 10 on me personally. Again, as mentioned, it's a 2-song EP. It's not, Faygo kind of just threw something out. It's kind of just like, whatever. I don't really think this is anything crazy or anything, in my opinion, worth listening to, going out of your way to listen to. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, I don't think Faygo makes bad music. I just think there's some songs that I do like more than others. So again, this project is whatever. It's just, it's whatever. We're not gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that. Anyways, all right. This is where shit might get crazy. My next album that I'm putting in decent here is actually gonna be pinkheartz. Now I know this is kind of crazy, at least because I know that pinkheartz was his first really, I guess, like debut album, quote unquote, and yeah, so I'm gonna go into my explanation, but my reason I'm putting it as decent is that it has good ideas and it has good execution, but it's not his strongest album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, me personally, my favorite songs are Hell Yeah, Blitz, Stay Awake, Me Too, another one, Price for Show. Like, I have a lot. It's funny because I have a lot of favorite songs from the album, but I also have a lot of songs I don't like. Like, what I'm saying? It's more relaxed and it's less aggressive in terms of an album, but it's just like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just not something that I really go back to often, unfortunately. Like I said, I do have songs that I do like from the album, but it's not like, it's just like, I'm not going out of my way to listen to pinkheartz. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I do have like one big SoFaygo playlist that like I have all my favorite songs from every album and EP, based on what's available on Spotify. But will I go out of my way to listen to pinkheartz on Spotify? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I have my songs that I like that I will go listen to, but I won't go out of my way to really like go back and listen to it. I just think it's like, it's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's not, compared to what Faygo has had unreleased, it's not, again, it's not the best in my opinion. Like, it's not like, it could have been better. It could have been much better, but so for replay value, I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. It's all right. Sometimes I will very rarely find myself going back, but it's all right. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot of really chill, relaxed songs on this album. There's some turnt ones, you feel me, but a lot of the relaxed shit, like For Show, Marvelous, Forever, like I really do like those kind of like more chill, relaxed songs. Those are kind of like late night drive type songs, but yeah. And then the impact for me, I'm not gonna lie, I do have pinkheartz merch. I have bought merch from Faygo before and stuff like that. Impact for me, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Even though it wasn't like my favorite project of his, I still respect it and I still, you know, do like it to a certain extent. It's just not something that I, like I said, that I really go back to a lot or particularly enjoy. But anyways, moving on. So the next project I'm putting at decent tier is actually Goonland. So I'm gonna be honest, this project for me, I mean, it's important. It's very important to Faygo's career, you know, especially from the beginning. But I will say it's not really like polished 100%. Like he's kind of like still figuring out his sound in this tape, and you know, it's got a chill vibe and some like upbeat moments, but like I mean, you can overall hear him like experimenting. Like it's not just like, you know, but yeah, he's just messing around. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really all it comes down to. But my favorite songs from this mixtape are Today, Tombow, the Arm and Leg freestyle was pretty dope, No Hook, Red Color Coupe. You know what I'm saying? Like this album, generally speaking, just has like more experimental shit. He's kind of just fucking around, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, again, as mentioned, like a lot of these tapes in decent tier, like I said, I just don't go out of my way to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Or just like I only really have certain songs that I really go back and listen to. But so for replay value for this tape, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm not really, you know, this is on SoundCloud. I'm not really going out of my way to go on SoundCloud listen to this. But you know, if I do want to for some reason go back and listen to this old tape, I will go, and I will, you know, more than likely I will, you know what I'm saying? But not really often. For mood for this tape, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Honestly, it's pretty chill, and it's pretty playful. You know, it's kind of like a playful album. It's pretty upbeat and shit like that, so I really fuck with it. And the impact, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for me. I feel like it is a solid introduction to early SoFaygo, and you know, with his music. So I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good introduction for new fans. I think, you know, there's much better projects to introduce somebody to his music. But you know, if you want to see like where he started specifically, then I do think, you know, I think this mixtape is important. But again, I'm not personally going out of my way that much to go back and listen to this. But all right, so moving on to the next tape. Let's see, we got The Reveal. So I'm gonna be honest, this is a low-key and chill mixtape. You know, it's on SoundCloud, but it doesn't stand out like his other projects. Like to me, it was just all right. Like it's like a calmer, chill project, but you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just all right. Like it doesn't really like capture my attention in like the, like it doesn't, I'm not gonna say it doesn't impress me, but I don't know, like, yeah, it's just it's just like a chill like Faygo tape. Like it's not, again, it's just not anything crazy. It's not, you know, compared to like a lot of like Faygo's unreleased music and what he's really capable of doing and experimenting with, like this just wasn't something that, like, you know, I guess like really impressed me to that extent. But it is good music though. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I do not think Faygo makes bad music at all. Nope. I just think that, again, there's more music that I really like in particular versus, you know, stuff that I don't like. So in this tape, I'm not gonna lie, I really liked Free My Brothers, Run To It. Dispatch was really good. Too Dumb and Calculated, they were really good. So replay value for this, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It's calm, it's low-key Faygo, you know what I'm saying? It's soft beats, like it's chill Faygo, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a good project. Like, it's still, you know, it's still good. It's just all right to me. Impact for me, 6 out of 10. You know, it's not anything crazy to me personally, so you know, we'll go from there. So all right, now another, in my opinion, controversial one, but another one going in decent tier, and I think this is the last one, yes, is actually Go Plus. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this was a fun project, but personally for me, it's not consistent enough to be like a high tier. And the reason I say this is because it has some like mixed vibes, and it has like, you know, like some moody songs, like, but there's like really upbeat ones as well, you know. And it is experimental, but it's not crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting. It is an interesting tape. But my favorite songs are Foursome, plus We Good, Yay, Backseat, Undercover, Beautiful Rockstar, like more of like the chill songs. Like if you kind of catch like what I'm saying here, like, I really do like a lot of Faygo's more chill music, at least like, you know, to this certain extent. But again, like I feel like Go Plus, like I do not go back to this at all. Like there are some songs I will go out of my way to listen to, especially because I added them to my album, but I'm not like, yeah, I'm not going out of my way to go back to the album specifically and listen to the whole thing. Like, no, I'm not really listening to it like so often, you feel me? Like, but there are some songs that I do like from it that I have added to my playlist. So honestly, replay value for this one for me probably gotta be one of the lower ones. It's 5 out of 10. Like I'm not really going out of my way to listen to Go Plus, even though, like I said, it's funny because I do have merch from this. I bought merch, you know what I'm saying? I'm supporting my GOAT, you feel me? Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty mixed. You know, there are some really chill songs, there are some really good songs, and there's some more upbeat songs. And the impact for me was a 7 out of 10. I think it was a good Faygo project, but you know, it's just alright to me. And you know, again, all these in decent tier, they're just alright. They're not anything crazy in my opinion. You know, there's much better, but you know, we'll elaborate on that. All right, moving forward, we're moving on to great tier. So, first project I'm gonna put up here is actually For You. Now I know this is kind of crazy because it's like, you know, this is just a 3-song mixtape. But it's fun. It's fun and it's short. You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, it's a hype, you know, and playful EP. Like that's really all it is. Like, you feel me? Like it's just a fun 3-song tape. Like, and I have this on Spotify. Like, I have all 3 songs saved on it. You know, Elite, I Hate Xanax, Took Off, whatever. I think that I enjoy these songs. Like, for example, these 3 songs that are here over some of the songs in decent tier, like, you know, from all those tapes, there's some song, like the 3 songs here, like depending on the day, I would much rather listen to that over some of the songs on, you know, the lower projects. So, you know, but replay value for this, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. Mood vibe, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. And impact for me, 6 out of 10. Like, it's not crazy, but it is still enjoyable. Like, I still really do like it. All right, now moving up next, this is kind of interesting. I'm putting War for great tier for next one. I'm not gonna lie, the reason I put it in great is because he's really versatile in this mixtape, but I feel like some of the songs are just like, they're kind of misses for me personally. You know, it's more aggressive, it's more defined, but he's kind of like, yeah, he's kind of like figuring out, like, you know, like how to be more versatile. And like, I'm over here and I'm saying all of this, but I'm not trying to be like an Anthony Fantano. I'm not trying to be like a Duty. Like, I'm not like over here like rating music and like, you know, really criticizing it to 100%. Like, I'm putting my opinion out here and like what I think for the music, and like kind of just leaving it at that. But yeah, just so you know, like, I'm not like, this is just my opinion, you feel me? I'm just writing it from what I don't like the most, is, you know, to what I like. So again, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but again, this is just my opinion. But my favorite songs are Fakin', Elimination, Clutch, and Sum It Up. I think Elimination is probably my favorite song. I really love that song. Replay value for me, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. They do have some really good songs in the mixtape, or it does really have some good songs. And I do find myself kind of going back more than often to listen to it, you know, especially because of Elimination and Fake and stuff like that. I really do like those songs. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Like, it's kind of like a mix of things. Like, it's pretty aggressive. It kind of has like darker beats, but they are really, really good. Impact for me is 8 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, War is fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably one of my, I guess, like, higher rated Faygo EPs. But like I said, this is great. It means it's good. So I'm not saying it's bad by any means. But okay, moving on next, we got Web. I fucking love Web, I'm not gonna lie. So Web is very vibey, but it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, there's some songs here that are kind of niche. And, you know, it's kind of like, I feel like this was more of a romantic, kind of smooth, chill, melodic kind of little mixtape. Like, the, you know, especially See Me, No Love, Lust, In Love With It. I mean, even just by the songs, you can tell like this motherfucker's talking about love and shit like that. But it is definitely more like nighttime drive music than it really is like turn up music, in my opinion, at least. But it is good. I do love the vibes from it, especially See Me. See Me is like, it's so dope. Replay value for this, I'm honestly gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's really good. Mood and vibe, 8 out of 10. You know, and I do see people say that kind of like Faygo doesn't really make romantic songs as often. I feel like he does, or at least he includes it in most of his music. But this, I mean, if you want to hear lovey-dovey Faygo and all this and that, this is probably the mixtape, in my opinion, to really go listen to that. And impact for me, 8 out of 10. You know, I really enjoyed this tape. I really liked it. So going from there, next up is Delineation. Where is that at? Right here. I'm putting this in great tier. This mixtape, I'm not gonna lie, so Faygo showed a lot of major growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's half chill, it's half hype, and I feel like he's kind of testing to see like what fans, I guess, like the most, in my opinion. But I feel like it's more intentional. I feel like this is really showing like, yo, look, this is what I'm capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I feel like I like the whole tape, but my favorite song definitely has to be Let's Go Faygo. I mean, come on, bro, that shit's iconic, bro. But just to keep it simple, you know what I'm saying? I really do like it. I think this is a solid project. I think it's dope. It's very easy to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really dope. I really like SSG too. SSG had me in a chokehold at a certain point in my life. Replay value, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I fucking love this tape. This tape is dope. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's half chill, half lit. It's really, you know, it's a really good mixtape. And impact, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I listened to it, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Now, moving on again, we have finally for the end of great tier, we have Pressure. So, I'm not gonna lie, Pressure it's good. You know, it's only 4 songs. It's you know, at this point, this was 2024 when he dropped this mixtape, and you know, Faygo didn't drop anything, I think, besides like maybe like a couple singles between then and you know, since Go Plus, whatever. But these 4 songs, they were really, you know, they were really dope. They were really high energetic, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, they were more aggressive and stuff like that. Especially Big Body is really fucking good. Pointers and Act Up is really dope. I really do like the, you know, the switch and like the, you know, the half and half, and I don't know, just generally speaking, I do like all the songs. I think it's pretty solid. You know, and again, this was, I mean, at this point we were fucking starving from Faygo's music. You know, he wasn't really dropping anything, so he dropped this mixtape, or you know, on SoundCloud or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. So replay value, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I really do like these songs. I do wish he dropped it on SoundCloud, or not on SoundCloud, on Spotify though, because I mean, I like those songs. I kind of hate going out of to SoundCloud to listen to these things, because I have SoundCloud on my computer, and you know, obviously I'm listening to all this music for fucking free. But once I switch to my phone, I'm not paying for SoundCloud, bro. Paying for Spotify is already enough, bro. So you feel me? Mood and vibe, or replay value, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I think I already said I give it 8 out of 10. I'm not sure, but if I didn't, you know, that's what I give it. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. You know, so Faygo's lit. He's turned up in this fucking mixtape. I really do love the songs here. And impact, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 for me. I really did enjoy this mixtape, and you know, while I was starving, I think this satiated my hunger just a tiny bit. 100%. All right, so we're done with great tier. Now we're moving to amazing. So this is where things get interesting. For me, first one for amazing, I am putting Angelic 7. I'm not gonna lie, this project, bro, this shit is really important. I feel like this is what really built his fan base, especially, you know, with fucking Lil Tecca making all the beats for this album or this project, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's really loud, it's energetic, and I feel like this is what really helped him build like a cult following. You know what I'm saying? At least just in my opinion, from what I've seen. It's either this or after me. But I really do think Angelic 7, you know, really holds a special place in a lot of SoFaygo fans' hearts. My favorite song definitely has to be 7. 7 is really good. Let the Girl Slay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really do like all the songs on this project. But 7, Let the Girl Slay, Knock Knock. I mean, Let the Girl Slay, especially, you know, it's a fucking diss. I mean, if you've seen who SoFaygo has dissed in the past, you know, like Can Summer, stuff like that, like this motherfucker, he let it rip, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like he gave him the shit. So you know, it's just, yeah, those songs are fucking legendary. I mean, especially Knock Knock, come on. I mean, that's what he was fucking known for, you know, back in the TikTok days and all this shit. This would really blew him up overnight and stuff like that. Not really overnight, but you know what I'm saying. Replay value, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I fucking love Angelic. 7 is one of my favorite songs, bro, on the project. It's so dope. The mood and vibe from this, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 personally. It's hype. It's iconic. I feel like he's really fucking expressive here, and I don't know, it's also good, you know what I'm saying? Impact for me, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 as well. Overall, Angelic 7, you cannot go wrong with this. I feel like this is such a fun Faygo project to listen to, in my opinion, as well. So, all right, moving on from there, we are going to Hostility. Now, this one is a really, really big one for me. Hostility kind of kept me in a chokehold when I was in college. So this is why I'm putting this here as well, because the songs here were really fucking dope. But in terms of like this project, it kind of has like a different feel for it. I feel like it's kind of smooth and more relaxed, you know, compared to like his other projects. Again, there are some like smoother projects that Faygo has, but I feel like this one is really kind of like, it really is chill. And I really do like it a lot. It's kind of just like a vibe and stuff like that. Jaeger, especially Jaeger on this tape, like, bro, this fucking tape, like, this shit was so fucking fire. That was really one of the, bro, like, I have a video of me when I was commuting, when I was leaving college, and I was like driving back, and I was like literally rapping the fuck. It's cringe. I don't know if I'm gonna put in this video.
We got it for the love. All you gotta do is tap in.
But just to show you the extent of, like, you know, when I was fucking, you know, when I was really listening to it. Quit Smoking Dabs is really good. I love Canna. Like, again, just all the songs. I mean, I think I like every song besides Masquerade. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of Masquerade. I think the beat is like really fucking weird. It's like some fucking Beethoven power beat. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just don't like Masquerade. Is like probably my least favorite. Still good, but I don't like it as much. Replay value personally for me, because like I said, I'm pretty biased. This is what I was listening to when I was in college. Replay value, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I love the songs here, besides Masquerade. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty smooth, relaxed. And the impact for me is 9 out of 10. This is one of the other SoFaygo projects I kind of listened to early on when I wasn't listening to his other music. I don't know why I can't fucking speak. But yeah, no, this shit was fucking dope, bro. I mean, I really do like the music here. But yeah, all right. So moving forward, I'm putting next We Are Aliens, bro. Now here, bro. Like, hear me out, bro, for a second, bro. This fucking mixtape or just project, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm calling things tapes or mixtapes, whatever project. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything that's not an album, I'm gonna just call it mixtape, whatever. You feel me? Again, this is to my point. Like, bro, I'm not no Andy Fantano duty. Like, I'm not. You feel me? Like, I'm just over here just rating my shit. But We Are Aliens. I'm gonna be honest, bro. This shit had so much fucking energy, bro. It's like, bro, this nigga, like, he goes off in this fucking tape, bro. Like, these fucking 5 songs that are here, 5 or 6 songs, bro, he just goes off on all of them, bro. And that's why I fuck with it, like, so heavy, bro. Like, Hot 9, Dear Little Boy, Flex Up, especially Hot 9, bro. I'm gonna pull up with the Hot 9. Like, bro, that shit is so, I'm sorry, I'm about to, like, get out my chair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit, I fucking love that song, bro. It's so dope. But for me personally, just keep this video moving forward. Replay value, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. I fucking love the 5 songs here. I fucking love it. This is old Faygo. This is fucking when he's like, just starting out, experimenting with the sound and shit. I fucking love it. It's really good. Mood and vibe, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, bro. Like, this shit, bro. All these 5 songs, he's going off, bro. Like, this motherfucker got bars. Like, this is where he's talking his shit. And the impact for me, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's really fucking good in my opinion. I fucking love this project. It is only 5 songs, but I fucking love it. I love listening to it, especially like I said, Hot 9 is really good. It's a really good song. So, all right, moving on. We got the most recent Mania for the next on Amazing. I think as a Faygo fan, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what to expect from Mania. Honestly, just hearing all the leaks and rumors from it and stuff like that, I was pretty worried, especially hearing that there's gonna be a lot of leaks, from like previous scrapped albums such as like, NA and War 2 and stuff like that, and even from like other stuff like that. But when I listened to it, I actually enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was really versatile, and I think this is really his most like, I guess, like modern sound besides like maybe like pinkheartz. I guess this is where like he really went in. And I think he described this as a mixtape online. With that being said, I mean this has a lot of rage, melody, experimental beats. It's chaotic in a good way in my opinion, and I feel like this is who Faygo ultimately has evolved in, and I know a lot of people are going to be fucking going off on like nostalgia and shit like that, and fucking, you know what I'm saying, like being like, oh, they miss old Faygo and the old labs. I'm not gonna lie, me too, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I miss that old time, but the thing is, like, people gotta evolve. I mean, look at people like fucking Cardi, look at people like Travis Scott. Travis Scott's kind of different. I don't know. I'm not a Travis Scott fan, so I'm not gonna put his name out there. But people like Cardi, for example, that's not the big example. That's the biggest example I can think of. I mean, look at people talking about Cash Cardi, 2016, 2017, 2018, and shit, and then fucking Whole Lot of Red, and you know how many people like did not like that shit. But some of my favorite songs on here, Count Up Fast. I'm not gonna lie, that was I'm pretty sure a War 2 leak, and I have a video saved of the fucking snippet, and Count Up Fast was probably one of my favorite songs. Bankrolls, obviously. Relocate, Notice Me was really good. I do love the new songs though. Extreme, Challenge, Monster, Wasted was, I think Wasted is a leak though from one of the other. I'm not sure, but I love that he put the leaks, and I love that he put the new music. You know what I'm saying? Outside is, I think I said Outside, but Outside with Hard Rock was really good. Open It Up was really good. I did like, I think, what was her name? Cash Page was in the opening as well. She was really cool. So, and See Me Shine, I love that song. When I first heard it, it was fucking amazing. I know some people argue that maybe See Me Shine wasn't really the move for this specific album, or for this specific mixtape, at least just like to end it off. But I like it. I mean, I'm biased. I don't know. I like See Me Shine. I've always wanted it to be out officially. It is officially out now, so I'm fucking happy. So, replay value for me, as of right now, I mean, it is pretty recent. I mean, it just came out last Friday. I think this past Friday. Yeah, I think. Or the other Friday before. Yeah, I think it was the other Friday before. My bad. It was like 2 weeks ago. Replay value so far, I do find myself going back to it a lot, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, obviously it's recent, it's a new Faygo project. Like, I'm gonna be listening to this shit, especially motherfuckers starving. But and then obviously, like, it has a lot of the songs that I really like listening to, especially from the leaks and SoundCloud, stuff like that. So definitely gave it a 9 out of 10. Mood and vibe, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 as well. It's mixed, it has really good turn songs, it has really good chill songs as well. So, and then last but not least, Impact. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. I think it was really good. I think I really enjoyed it. I think it made me, still be confident in Faygo as an artist. It really tells me like, okay, he still knows what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But all right, moving on from there. All right, now this is where people might get this is where things might get a little bit controversial. But in my opinion, these are my favorite mixtapes, albums, whatever the fuck from Faygo, at least in the goated category. Now, I mean, I think easily, bro, we gotta put After Me. After Me is the first song I'm gonna put as goated. This is easily one of his best tapes, no skips. I think this project is a complete package, bro. Like, this shit got everything. This shit got a mix of melodic songs, hype songs. It has really good replay value and like really good production. And this was peak Faygo in my opinion. Like, bro, this is, I mean, I think everybody says honestly that like this was like Faygo's like best project, bro. And I don't disagree at all. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? Hang with the Goats, Chrome, Every Day, Off the Map. I mean, honestly, the whole project, bro. Like, Hang with the Goats, I fucking love it. Chrome, fucking he goes off. Every Day, Off the Map. Like, bro, it's lit, bro. Like, what can I say, bro? Like, and bro, in terms of replay value, mood, impact, you already know. I'm gonna say it's a 10 out of 10, bro. I really do feel like, bro, you can go back to this on any day and just play it for fun, like beginning to end, and it's fucking lit. And I fucking love it, bro. You feel me? So, I don't know. Personally, for me, I think After Me, and I think a lot of people will agree that After Me is fucking goated. So, going on from there, this one is a little bit more controversial, but I'm biased. But I'm putting Before Pink up next. And also one thing I forgot to mention is that the order for these albums that I have here, like, they're not in particular like order. Like, I'm just kind of like going down the list, but because everything here, like, I'm not putting. Oh, am I? No, not really. I'm not putting anything in particular order. I mean, I kind of am actually going from decent. No, I am going from decent to good, at least. So, like, in this order, I'd say I like these projects more. But I mean, I don't know. I'll leave that up to fucking debate and shit. But I am just putting them from like my fucking least like to most like, I guess, or whatever. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't even know why I'm questioning myself. Anyways, so next is Before Pink. So I'm not gonna lie, I love the 5 songs here. They're all really good songs, really good production, and I love this project a lot was because it came out in summer 2022, and summer 2022 for me was a really special time in my life. It was honestly the peak. I'm not gonna say the peak of my life so far, but it was the best I looked physically. I was fucking around a lot with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It just came out at a perfect time. You know what I'm saying? It has kind of like a chill, floaty vibe, and it's calm, but there's a lot of crazy songs. And again, as mentioned, I liked all the songs. My favorite song is Fall. One of my friends, he tells me, I always like, just for fun, I'm like, oh, what is my favorite song, SoFaygo song? And he says Fall, and I'm like, yeah, this nigga knows. Like, Fall is definitely probably top 5, maybe top 10 Faygo songs for me. I mean, Faygo makes really good music, so it's really hard to rate his music, honestly. But I just like give it a definitive rating because like I said, despite all you see here, I still like all this music. But if I had to rate it from least like to most like, again, this is what I'm working with. So, and again, like I said, replay value, mood, impact, all this and that. Anything in goated, getting a 10 out of 10 automatically. I do not give a fuck. But again, this was, I like the sound, I like the production, and mainly I'm just biased because summer 22 was the fucking time of my life, and it was this came out at a perfect time. Like, I still go back and listen to this every fucking week. I fucking love this tape. And yeah, I mean, even to the point that I was thinking about getting that shit tatted on me. Like, you see the actual fucking cover right here. Like, I was dead ass thinking about getting this tatted on my arm. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna think I'm crazy. They're gonna think I'm weird. I don't care. This shit was fucking crazy. So I loved it. But last but not least, I'm putting BABYJACK on goated tier. This, in my opinion, man, I feel like this is what I wish pinkheartz was, bro. I'm gonna be honest, because this was his most this is like his most mature album, in my opinion. Like, the storytelling here, I mean, he's going off again. Fucking this other project. What was this other project called? I'm sorry. Like We Are Aliens, bro. This motherfucker's just going off, bro. Like, he's just fucking rapping his fucking mind off. He's fucking having fun. I fucking love listening to shit. It's beautiful. BABYJACK is fucking beautiful. It's versatile. It's melodic. It's emotional. He has really good songs on there. And honestly, I feel like it's really polished. And you can hear the growth in every song, you know, from this mixtape. Like it's just it's so beautiful. Like I fucking love BABYJACK, bro. Like I really wish BABYJACK was official, you know, just as like a SoundCloud, or you know, because this is on SoundCloud, but I really wish this was on Spotify. I don't know. This is just, honestly, I'm fucking speechless, bro. Anything in Golded, bro, I'm just fucking speechless. You know what I'm saying? But I think Gnarly, So Gone, 3M in Norway, Cartier, especially Cartier, like the way he flows on that beat is so fucking dope. But I think I guess it's kind of like a hype piece opinion, but 3M in Norway probably is my favorite song besides Gnarly. But 3M in Norway is such a beautiful song. Like I said, bro, I really love Faygo's fucking melodic music, bro. Like this nigga, he knows what the fuck he's doing, bro. But so replay value, mood, vibe, impact, all this shit, bro. 10 out of 10. This motherfucker, he's spitting bars in this fucking project. I fucking love this shit from beginning to end. And yeah, bro, like there's not really much else to say. So let me think. Let me see if there's anything else I want to move around. I think everything looks really good. Again, because I don't want to be fucking murked for my opinion. This is really, again, this is, like I said, I enjoy all of Faygo's music. So like even then, if some projects are lower here, doesn't mean I fucking hate them. It just means, you know, what am I really going out of my way to listen to? Like what songs do I really enjoy? So I think everything here makes sense. You know, going from decent to great, amazing, go with this and that. So yeah, this is my list. You know, it's probably gonna be a little controversial, you feel me? Maybe, depends to a certain extent, I don't know. But you know, if you're a Faygo fan and you somehow made it this far into the video and you dealt with me yapping and talking shit, you know, doing all this and that, please let me know what you think of my list. Do you think I'm fucking cooked? Do you think I'm dumb? Do you think what do y'all think? What do y'all think? You feel me? Is there any other particular order that you guys move stuff around? Again, because this is just my opinion. This is just really, I'm not gonna lie, I sat down for like a couple hours and I was thinking, I was like really rating. I was going back and listening to everything again. I'm like, do I like this? Do I not? And stuff like that. And no, I think from everything here, I think everything makes sense. Again, I'm not really putting like, you know, these albums over each other. Again, I just really like these projects. I mean, I am going from kind of like I said, I am going from least to liked, but I don't know. Like, do I like War more than Pressure? That's a good question. I do. I actually kind of. I kind of do like War more. Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm good. You know, even now, I'm still kind of skeptical of my list, but I think I'm gonna stay 10 toes down, bruh, and I am going to, you know, fucking leave it as this. But this was a really fun video. I'm not gonna lie. I've been procrastinating very heavily on you know, making this video, or just like I don't know. I'm just fucking lazy, bro. I just been going through it. But even if I'm going through it, I'm not gonna let this shit stop my grind. So I'm gonna keep going. But like I said, you know, this is a very out of the ordinary video for me. I don't make tier list videos. This isn't what I do. But you know, every now and then I'm gonna step outside of my comfort zone. I'm gonna make more passion projects because, you know, ultimately I'm supposed to be doing YouTube to have fun and to edit video and stuff like that. So hey, that's what I'm gonna do. So hey man, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know what you think in the comments about my list. You know, what would you rearrange? What would you put differently? And yeah, like you know, as mentioned, I fucking love SoFaygo, all his projects, all his music and stuff like that. So again, feel free to tell me what you think about this video. And if you guys like stuff like this, I mean, if you guys want to see more tier list videos, then bruh, let me know, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of other people I listen to. I mean, I love Sup Baby, I love Carson, Destroy Lonely, obviously Cardi, Summers. You know what I'm saying? Like I love all these artists. So if you guys do want to see more tier list stuff like that of these other, you know, rappers and shit like that, please let me know. So let me stop yapping. Let me end the video here. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.